Imagine logging into your favorite multiplayer video game after a long day, ready to hang out with friends in a virtual world. You guide your character through a bustling digital marketplace, watching players trade weapon skins, custom clothes, and virtual gold. To the untrained eye, it looks like harmless teenage entertainment, a multi-billion-dollar playground for the internet generation. But hidden beneath the bright colors and high-definition graphics lies a terrifying, unmonitored criminal underworld operating in plain sight. International drug cartels, professional cybercriminals, and radical extremist networks are no longer relying solely on the traditional dark web. Instead, they have officially migrated into the unregulated, highly anonymous virtual economies of the world's most popular video games. If you find this gripping, true crime exploration of the modern digital frontier valuable, hit like and subscribe to Visual Link. For decades, law enforcement agencies like the FBI have heavily monitored dark web marketplaces, tracking Bitcoin wallets and encrypted chat rooms. As traditional channels became heavily compromised by federal investigators, organized crime syndicates desperately needed a brand new place to hide. They discovered the perfect alternative in mainstream video games, which handle billions of dollars in microtransactions with minimal financial oversight. Games like Roblox, Counter-Strike, Fortnite, and Minecraft host thriving internal economies that function exactly like sovereign global banks. Within these digital borders, players routinely buy, sell, and trade virtual items that possess immense, real-world monetary value. This setup has allowed international syndicates to pioneer a revolutionary, deeply elusive method of global money laundering. To understand how this underground pipeline works, we have to look at how dirty cash is converted into virtual assets. A cybercriminal network will acquire thousands of stolen credit cards or illicit cash reserves through dark web operations. Instead of trying to deposit this dirty money into a traditional bank, they buy massive amounts of premium in-game currencies. They buy millions of Robux in Roblox, V-Bucks in Fortnite, or highly sought-after cosmetic weapon finishes, known as skins, in Counter-Strike. Once the illicit funds are safely converted into these digital commodities, the criminal enterprise initiates the layering process. They create an intricate web of hundreds of automated bot accounts to trade these digital items back and forth continuously. In Roblox, federal court documents revealed networks of hundreds of suspicious accounts spending thousands of dollars on fictitious virtual goods. One account would list a completely worthless in-game item for an absurdly high price, which a co-conspirator account would immediately buy. This strategic internal movement effectively breaks the financial audit trail, making it incredibly difficult for automated banking algorithms to track. The final phase of this operation is integration, where the laundered digital assets are converted back into clean, usable fiat currency. The criminals move their stockpiled in-game currencies and rare cosmetic skins onto unregulated, third-party secondary marketplaces outside the game. Eager, legitimate gamers flock to these third-party websites to buy discounted game items, paying the criminals directly with clean cash. Through this process, a cartel can successfully wash millions of dollars a day, completely bypassing traditional anti-money laundering banking regulations. The scale of this issue is massive. In late 2019, video game developer Valve made a stunning and unprecedented announcement. They abruptly halted the player trading of container keys in Counter-Strike after discovering that nearly all trades were fraudulent. Worldwide fraud networks had completely hijacked the game's economy, turning a popular first-person shooter into a highly efficient liquid bank. If you're stunned by how organized crime has covertly subverted the global gaming industry, please like and subscribe to Visual Link. But the infiltration of multiplayer video games extends far beyond financial fraud and the washing of illicit cartel cash. Global intelligence agencies have discovered that international terrorist organizations are actively utilizing video games as tactical communication networks. Traditional encrypted messaging applications like Signal, Telegram, and WhatsApp are constantly scrutinized and flagged by state counterterrorism algorithms. To avoid detection, extremist recruiters and operational planners have shifted their communications directly into unmonitored in-game chat systems. Terrorist operatives will log into popular multiplayer titles like Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, or privately hosted Minecraft servers. Once inside the game world, they do not need to type suspicious keywords into a text chat that could be logged. Instead, they form private tactical squads, using the game's real-time voice chat to discuss operational plans while playing matches. To an outside observer or an automated moderation script, the audio sounds like typical, rowdy gamers coordinating an in-game assault. In reality, they could be plotting a real-world strike, hiding their coordination behind the cultural camouflage of mainstream digital entertainment. Furthermore, extremist groups are operationalizing sandbox games like Minecraft to actively recruit, groom, and radicalize highly vulnerable youth. Far-right networks have been documented building private, invite-only servers filled with carefully constructed propaganda and hate symbols. They build virtual replicas of real-world mass shooting sites, turning horrific acts of domestic terror into interactive game missions. By embedding extreme ideologies into familiar, comfortable gameplay mechanics, they drastically lower the psychological threshold for radicalization. They use edgy humor, gaming memes, and custom modifications to slowly desensitize young players to real-world violence and hatred. In 2022, a prominent real-world counterterrorism case emerged involving a Russian teenager who was arrested by state authorities. The intelligence agency claimed the youth had meticulously constructed a virtual federal security building inside Minecraft with plans to detonate it. While critics debated the tactical validity of a virtual plot, it underscored how deeply gaming spaces affect extremist mindsets. The absolute decentralization of privately hosted game servers creates a VPN-friendly environment where bad actors can operate with total anonymity. Most gaming corporations rely heavily on reactive, community-based flagging systems to moderate their massive global player bases. This means offensive content and criminal coordination can linger completely unchecked for months before anyone manually reviews the data. The gaming industry is facing immense regulatory pressure to implement strict know-your-customer identity verification protocols. Financial regulators argue that if a platform allows users to move real-world value, it must be treated like a bank. This means game developers may soon be legally forced to report suspicious in-game transactions to federal financial intelligence units. However, implementing aggressive surveillance and financial monitoring inside video games risks destroying user privacy for billions of innocent players. It creates a complex, high-stakes dilemma between preserving the creative freedom of digital worlds and protecting public national security. The secret dark web inside video games proves that technology will always be weaponized by those looking to break the law. Our virtual playgrounds are no longer isolated from the harsh, dangerous realities of geopolitics and organized international crime. The pixels on our screens are deeply connected to a global underground economy that thrives in the blind spots of the internet. As we march closer to hyper-immersive virtual reality metaverses, the opportunities for criminal exploitation will only multiply. We must meet this hidden threat with sophisticated cybersecurity engineering, proactive moderation, and intense international regulatory cooperation. The digital borders are blurring, a quiet reminder that the games we play can hold incredibly serious real-world consequences. Do you believe video game companies should force all players to upload a government ID to stop this underground economy? Let us know if you think the gaming industry has a moral responsibility to police these virtual worlds more aggressively. Stay informed, stay curious, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more breaking technology and cybersecurity updates. Your support helps us bring you these deeply researched documentaries uncovering the hidden forces shaping our modern digital landscape. We will see you in our next deep dive as we continue to expose the dark subcultures operating beneath the surface of the web. Always remember to stay vigilant in the digital spaces you inhabit, because things are rarely as innocent as they seem. From the retail store to the multiplayer server, The modern world is being rewritten by invisible lines of code and currency. We look forward to exploring the next fascinating technological frontier with you, analyzing the innovations and dangers of tomorrow. If you want to support more independent true crime and tech documentaries, please hit that like button right now. Don't forget to subscribe to Visual Link and turn on notifications so you never miss an unmasking of the digital underworld. Have an incredible day ahead. Protect your digital accounts. And goodbye until our very next broadcast from the frontier of tech. Share your detailed thoughts in the comment section down below and join the discussion on how to protect the next generation of gamers. As virtual reality expands, establishing strong cybersecurity boundaries inside alternative digital realities will be paramount for global safety. The lines of communication are open, and it is up to both the developers and the players to keep our gaming spaces clean. Until the day regulatory bodies find a way to balance freedom with security, the secret dark web inside your favorite games will remain. Keep your software updated, stay alert to suspicious platform behaviors, and help us shine a light on the hidden corners of the web.